without you guys, I wouldn't have a career. So first of all, I'm thankful for you guys for being here. Honored to accept this Teen Choice Awards. It means the world to me. So in my long career at Disney, I've learned many things. And these are things that I like to call helpful hints to living a successful life and being happy. So before I do that, I also want to shout out my mom. You know, there you are. Yep. Love you. All right. So I'm going to start with number 1. Don't get fired. That's my first tip. Number 2, don't take things too seriously. And number 3, know what priorities that you set in your life. All right, so we're going to start with number 1. Don't get fired. So I want an honest show of your fans. Who's gotten fired before? Well, I'll be honest. All right. I mean, I'm going to assume that's it. Shout out to you guys. But that's besides the point. If you want to live a successful life, if you want to have a good career, you shouldn't get fired, right? And it's easy to do that. All you need to do is to never think that you're better than the job that you're working. Now, there's an obvious exception to this, maybe like forced labor, something like that. But I assume all of you can relate to this to some degree, right? I was working at a jumping place, like a trampoline place for kids, you know what I'm talking about? I got fired. This is because I did not listen to my manager. I thought that my way of doing things was better than theirs. Now, you can do this in small ways, you can do this in big ways. You can straight up tell them that they're wrong, or you can just ignore them. Both of these things you should not do if you don't want to get fired. And that's what I want to impart to you, is never think that you are better than the job you're working, because you're most likely going to get fired if that happens. All right, moving on, my second point. Don't take things too seriously. Now, I want you all to think for a second, in your life, times where you've been criticized, times where things haven't gone your way, times where you felt slighted, demeaned, something like this. Now, this happens to all of us, happens to me, happens to everyone, and nobody likes it. Now, there are 2 ways you can choose to deal with something like this. You can hold on to it, don't let it go, take it seriously, too seriously, or you can choose to let it go and to not take it too seriously. So I want everyone to think about something in your life that's bothering you right now, something somebody's putting on you. Maybe it's this speech. Maybe it's criticism you're going to get after you give your speech. I want you to take it. Then, just like that. Come on, we'll go. There you go. Let it go. If you want to be happy, if you want to make sure that you're living a successful life, you got to know how to not take things too seriously. 1, because taking things too seriously can be boring, and 2, it can also hurt you. So moving on, my last point, last hint for you guys is to know what your priorities are. So I want to use a quick example here to help you guys visualize this. So I want everyone to close their eyes real quick. Now I want you to imagine. It's a beautiful sunny day at ASU. You are near the Hacienda Pawn Market. You just ate a delicious Subway sandwich. It's your favorite, whatever that may be. Maybe ham and cheese. Maybe, I don't know, see people licking their lips, maybe get Subway after this. But you have a class that's near Tucker House, and you have a bike. There's 2 things you can do. You can bike to your class through Palm Walk and violate the walk-only zone and get there on time, or you can choose to not do that and walk and don't get there on time. Now, I want everyone to keep their eyes closed. I want you to raise your hand if you would bike through the walk-only zone to get to class on time. Now, everyone keeping their eyes closed, I would keep your hands up. I want everyone who would not do that to keep your hands down. Now, everyone just open your eyes. Yeah, keep your hands up. Okay. So, what's this called? This is people setting priorities, right? If you prioritize following the rules, if you prioritize obeying the rules, you would get to class late. If you prioritize getting to class on time, you would violate the walk-only zone. Now, I'm not here to judge what you prioritize in your life. That's up to you. I just want you guys to be aware of things that you prioritize and to make sure that they make you happy and to make sure that it will lead to a successful career for yourself. So I want you all to just remember the 3 things I had to say today, just little hints. You don't have to take them fully, just remember them. All right. First one is don't get fired. I'm looking at you back there. Don't take things too seriously because it'll just end up hurting you. And know what your priorities are. So thank you, everyone. I accept this award with gratitude, and have a nice day.